the best thing about the book festival is you actually get to meet your collaborators because we've never met.
Never met before.
And so if it wasn't for the book festival, we might never meet.
Yeah, never meet.
Apart from comic fairs. So that is the best thing, is all the action in the author's tent.
Yeah.
And getting to meet people who read your books as well, because that's quite a distant relationship too. Just the whole atmosphere of the place is fabulous.
Yeah, very good approach. It's my first time in the Kingdom, my first time in Edinburgh, my first time in the book festival, the first time I met the greatest Denise Mina. What else?
I'll pay you later.
Of course. What else? Really, really cool. The end of the climax, the people, it's very nice.
Yeah. For me, it feels very sudden that comics are suddenly acceptable in a mainstream literary festival. I mean, it was very underground. And when I started writing comics about 10 years ago, people said, I had to say to my editor, my literary editor, don't hide the fact that I'm writing comics. It's not embarrassing.
Yeah.
And now suddenly it's at the Edinburgh Festival, so it feels like it's changed very quick. I think readers are much more receptive to comics than they used to be.
Yeah, I think that we've made the different media to sell the similar things. So the graphic novels, I think that can have much more room for the public, especially for the younger, but not bad for the older too. To get the big people, big readers, and to develop our work and the arts. Why not? It's important to have a different play, different approach, but the same way for the different talk about the crimes or novels is the good way, I think.
But graphic novels are taken much more seriously in Italy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Whereas in Britain they were regarded as a literacy aid for people who couldn't really read. That went on for quite a long time.
It's always difficult to develop the graphic novels because the novels readers see the graphic novels like a media little bit less, but it's not true. But I think we will work together and work very, very better. The way is the best one to develop and to expose, to show the work, the arts, the different media, and to have a good approach, good mixture.
Yes. And better themes as well.
Yeah.
And show people the themes that are being covered in graphic art, because I think a lot of people thought it was just
fun.
Superheroes.
It's fun.
And it's fun.
Reader is fun.
Yeah.
Read it's fun.
Yeah.
For me, I think that it's one of my most difficult job because Stieg Larsson was the most grateful, powerful, novel success in these last 10 years, 20 years. So the approach was what I can do to do better. So I separated the thing, two different things. No? Mm-hmm. Denise put the writings, his touch, his view of the story, the same for the artist. Mm-hmm. The important thing is the same approach about the climax. The readers must to understand, to discover the same creepy, scary, dark climax. And the most important, I think, for this kind of novel. So the best way is to follow this line. And for the rest, is different. Denise put his attention for the details of the human beings, the human characters, different characters. It's very, very cool. For the artist, I don't know. I'm just the artist.
For the art, because there are two artists, I think it works fantastically well, because there are a lot of double themes in the books.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Gothic versus modern Sweden, religion versus science, corporations versus individuals, and then to have your style and to have Leo Manco's style contrasting. It's really beautiful, and I think for me what was really attractive was the political themes. So we've covered a lot of the political themes, and your work reflects that, and how Aryan everyone looks in it, which is that's very cool. And so there are so many themes in there that didn't come out in the film. And they don't come out in the film, so it's very different in the film. I think it's much, much darker than the film, what we've done.
I think that the graphic novel, not because we are the artists, so because they need to dig a lot deep of the characters, so you can really discover the strength of the characters. The movie is too short, too fast.
Yeah.
The reading is very less. Step by step, you are into the story. So it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You know that.
Well, I write a script and it's panel by panel, and it's very, very detailed. And then I step back and let them do their thing, because if you're correcting people and going in and saying, I don't like this, I don't like that, then the artist feels that, I'm just guessing what's in your head. I can't do my practice here. I can't bring what I have to it,
Yeah.
So once you've written the script, I think as a writer, you have to facilitate the artist in doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't like it, but it's better than what I wanted. because you're an artist and you're visual. I'm not visual, you know.
No, I think that this is very visual, very filmic. So it's very simple for an actor, I must admit, to follow the script. Sometimes very detailed, sometimes not because not necessary, but it's really simple to work with Denise. Very cool script, very clear. It's important to understand what she wants.
But Andrea does this very cool thing of, if there's a group scene, everyone has eye contact. The eyes really matter. Really matter, you know, and it's so detailed. I think you must be working on boards that size.
I love. I try to add a lot of details about the story, the character, the expression, of the backgrounds, and it's very fun and very dark. And I love the dark.
The first novel was in 2 parts, and the second novel is going to be in 1 part.
One big book.
So it's one big book. So it's going to be, and the third one's going to be the same. So it's 4 parts.
Yeah.
Confusingly. Yeah. When is the next installment?
I must finish. I am at the half of the second part of the second novel. So to the end, I must to fill the deadline around January, February. So I think it will be out around April. I think.
Wow.
Maybe before, but
You've worked fast.
Very fast.